Material exclusive from teacher Bruno Saldana. BrunoSaldana.com. The history and future of dog breeding. Dog breeding, a practice that has shaped the development of domestic dogs over thousands of years, holds a significant place in the relationship between humans and canines. By selectively breeding dogs for specific traits, humans have shaped the size, appearance, temperament, and skills of different breeds. This practice, rooted in ancient times, continues to evolve, with a growing emphasis on the ethical and health implications for the dogs involved. The history of dog breeding traces back to around 15,000 years ago, when humans first began domesticating wolves. Early humans noticed that some wolves were more docile and suited to living alongside people, eventually leading to the first domesticated dogs. Initially, dogs were bred for their utility. Early breeds were often selected for their ability to assist humans with tasks such as hunting, herding livestock, or guarding property. One of the earliest examples of selective breeding can be seen in the ancient Middle East, where greyhounds were bred for hunting due to their speed and keen sight. In Asia, the Tibetan Mastiff was developed to guard monasteries and livestock. Over time, as human societies advanced, so did dog breeding practices. The ancient Romans bred dogs for specific purposes like warfare, hunting, and companionship. During the Middle Ages, dog breeding in Europe became more organized. Wealthy families and royalty often kept dogs as status symbols, and different breeds were developed to suit their needs. For instance, lapdogs like the Pekingese were favored by Chinese royalty, while larger working breeds like the St. Bernard were bred to rescue travelers in the snowy Alps. The 19th century marked a significant shift in dog breeding, as people began to breed dogs for aesthetic reasons rather than just functional ones. This period saw the rise of kennel clubs, organizations that standardized dog breeds and set guidelines for breeding practices. The Kennel Club, founded in the United Kingdom in 1873, was the first official body to regulate dog breeding and set breed standards. Soon after, other countries followed suit, and purebred dogs became increasingly popular among the middle and upper classes. Material exclusive from teacher Bruno Saldana. BrunoSaldana.com. In the modern era, the popularity of purebred dogs skyrocketed, especially after the introduction of dog shows. Breeds were carefully selected for their appearance, leading to an emphasis on specific traits such as coat color, size, and facial structure. This selective breeding, however, has come with significant consequences. Many purebred dogs today suffer from health problems due to inbreeding and a narrow gene pool. For instance, bulldogs and pugs are often plagued with respiratory issues due to their flattened faces, while German shepherds can suffer from hip dysplasia due to breeding for a sloped back. The rise of purebred dog breeding has led to a growing concern over the ethics of the practice. Animal welfare advocates argue that breeding for aesthetic traits can lead to suffering, as many purebred dogs face lifelong health challenges. Moreover, the demand for specific breeds has also led to an increase in puppy mills, where dogs are bred in inhumane conditions, often with little regard for their health or well-being. To address these issues, some breeders and organizations are advocating for more responsible practices. Ethical breeders prioritize the health and temperament of the dogs over their appearance, ensuring that the dogs have diverse genetic backgrounds to minimize the risk of hereditary diseases. Furthermore, there is a growing movement to adopt mixed-breed dogs from shelters rather than purchasing purebred dogs from breeders. The future of dog breeding is likely to be shaped by advances in science and technology, particularly in the field of genetics. Genetic testing is becoming increasingly common in dog breeding, allowing breeders to screen for hereditary conditions and reduce the risk of passing on genetic disorders. This technology also enables breeders to better understand the genetic diversity of their dogs and make more informed decisions about which dogs to breed. Another potential shift in dog breeding is the increasing focus on behavior and temperament. As dogs become more integrated into family life, breeders are recognizing the importance of producing dogs with stable temperaments. Breeds that are well suited to urban environments, such as smaller, more adaptable dogs, are likely to become more popular as more people live in cities. Furthermore, there is growing interest in breeding dogs for specific purposes beyond traditional roles. For example, service dogs and therapy. Dogs are becoming more common, and breeders are developing lines of dogs specifically suited for these roles. Additionally, the demand for hypoallergenic dogs has led to the development of breeds like the Labradoodle, which are less likely to trigger allergies in people. As society's values around animal welfare evolve, there is likely to be greater regulation and oversight of dog breeding practices. Many countries have already implemented stricter laws to combat puppy mills and improve the welfare of breeding dogs. In the future, these regulations may become more widespread, encouraging more ethical and humane breeding practices worldwide. Dog breeding has a long and complex history, from its origins in early human societies to the modern emphasis on purebred dogs. While the practice has given rise to many beloved breeds, it does also raise important ethical questions about the health and well-being of dogs. As science and society progress, the future of dog breeding will likely focus on balancing the desire for specific traits with the need to prioritize the health and welfare of dogs. The goal of responsible dog breeding should be to ensure that dogs, regardless of their breed, can lead happy, healthy lives. Material exclusive from teacher Bruno Saldana. Bruno Saldana,